The Thriller in Manila was among the greatest fights of all time. It was the third and final confrontation between Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali.
Never again do we have two guys so important, so good, fight each other.
These two men hated each other.
He works for the enemy.
I think Doc gonna slap the hell out of him one of these days.
And Ali looks tired.
Ali leaned down and he looked at us. He said, "That's the closest thing you will ever see to death."
If you were talking about a fight, that was a war.
Muhammad Ali arrived in Manila 2 weeks ahead of the fight and made a characteristically grand entrance.
Ali was the star of the show, no question about it. The flight from Honolulu, which I took with him, was delayed just so he could come in at an appropriate time so people could be there and they could have live coverage of his arrival. Frazier, unfortunately for him, came in at an ungodly hour, and there was really nobody there to give him the kind of welcome he deserved.
The fighters arrived in a country tearing itself apart. Communist rebels had risen up against the extravagant and corrupt dictatorship of the Marcos regime. Superstar Muhammad Ali was reputed to have received $6 million for the fight. It is believed underdog Joe Frazier only got half that.
Is everything all right?
8 years earlier, these two men had been friends. In 1967, Muhammad Ali was a conscientious objector and refused to fight in the Vietnam War.
Whatever the persecution is for standing up for my religious beliefs.
Ali was subsequently stripped of his heavyweight title and his license to box. Stripped of his license, Ali was unable to earn money as a boxer.
Muhammad Ali, whatever he wants to call himself, is a disgrace to the nation. When I have to see young kids run up to Canada to avoid the draft and that bum flounced the law and is running around loose.
But Joe Frazier recognized Ali's courageous sacrifice and stood by him. In 1968, Frazier was the #1 contender and won a heavyweight championship.
This made him, furiously, the heavyweight champion of the world because Joe Frazier is the champion of nothing. The heavyweight champion of the world was and still is a man named Muhammad Ali, born under the name of Cassius Clay.
By 1970, public opinion had turned against the Vietnam War. The Supreme Court ruled that Muhammad Ali had been unjustly denied a license to box. During Muhammad Ali's 3.5-year exile from boxing, Joe Frazier had continually supported him. He spoke out on Ali's behalf. He petitioned to get his license back. He even lent him money.
I take the money. I don't try to hand it to Ali and say, here's a loan, here's some money from Boo. I just say, hey, man, and put it in his shirt pocket.
But when Ali was allowed back into the ring, he dramatically turned on his one-time friend and ally.
When you come down to punch me, I got something for you.
Okay, let's quit all the talking. I'm going to give the man the thing because I'm out to get you. The first time you've had a witty, quick, fast-talking heavyweight champ, when the most of them ask him a question, how do you feel, champ? Die.
And he began to attack Frazier in ways that were destined to change their relationship forever.
Did it upset your dad at the time being called an uncle?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Ooh, man.
They told me I was going to fight in Manilla, so I wrote a poem. It'll be a thriller and a killer and a chiller when I get that gorilla in Manila.
They're set to go, and Ali is doing precisely what he said to me he would do. He's telling Frazier what he's going to do to him, and Frazier's talking back to him.
Yeah, I was in Frazier's corner all the way. That one, I'll never forget where I was. Yeah, that was the greatest heavyweight fight in history.
And when it starts, it's like hard to breathe. I mean, you're just there like, here it is, you know, and here it's happening right in front of you. It's like just this amazing feeling that comes over you when you're close to it, too.
And more important, both fighters were hurt fighters. They could have hurt each other. I didn't know that either one had the capacity to kill the other.
Ali, gloves high, exaggeratedly so.